AI is everywhere and you can just leave money on the table.
You can't just set it and forget it.
SEO is a very risky channel. Hi, this is Dramshev from Netrocket and from the Marketing Game podcast. We are meeting with Dan today in Florida, in Miami. We're sitting talking about HVAC, marketing and business. So, hi Denis, and welcome.
Thanks, it's Dennis from Media Components. Dan, thanks for stopping by Miami. And my other question would be, right now everybody wants to consume video content. From your client's experience, for example, this major big client of yours, do they invest into video production to help their brand themselves?
They do.
And what kind of channels, what kind of mediums, what kind of videos they do to really get out there?
They do invest in that, and I will share. So I like video content when clients use it, even if they are under 5 million in revenue and they started with video content. That's great. So do it. If you're thinking about that, just do it, and definitely it will work. So the first thing where you can use it is just ask for video testimonials from your clients, and you can put them on your website, in your socials, in your Google My Business profile, everywhere. You will distribute it, and you will show that you work with the real people and they love what you're doing. Then this is the first thing. Then the second thing is just to show your team, show your expertise, maybe educate and market a little bit, educate your potential clients, or just share how you do the work, how it looks like, because some people, they don't trust if they don't see that.
Right.
At least you have to have pictures. But video speaks very good.
Video just elevates your brand to even more, and you're actually showing legitimate people in business and testimonials. So there's no arguing about you being a professional company. If you have a video, you have professional testimonials. And I always, when I'm doing the research, I like to look at the reviews. I like to check them out for videos and do a little bit of research. So I think more and more people are getting educated. They do research of a vendor before they commit to them. So I think videos is important.
Yeah, it's important. And also what these guys are doing, they also they run a YouTube channel where they show actually their business from behind or from inside.
They're transparent with their operations.
They're very transparent with operations, with everything, with even their revenue, their processes, how the quality process, everything, the distribution, what parts where they buy those things, how do they supply. Everything is open, and this also what why people trust them. This works very good. And the owner of the business and the founder, he's very media guy. He a lot of time he's in the media.
That helps. If the owner is the actual face of the company and not behind the operations.
And he's, by the way, he's not only the face of the company, somewhere in media. He actually sits in the office. He knows everybody. He knows all the process, and he is the strategic guy who who actually built this company.
He's day to day inside the company.
Yeah, and he actually builds the brand. He builds the company from.
He's the visionary.
And it's very important. And by the way, talking about SEO, we started with SEO, originally regular SEO, search everything everywhere optimization. This also helps the regular SEO when you try to make your website visible in Google search. This branding, the YouTube, the video, all this investment help with less efforts in SEO to get better results. So, by the way, this is how actually we're kicking out of the top positions some other older companies which invested a lot more, and we're getting those positions right now. I would say easier with less budgets because of this brand is quite built very good.
So getting into the conversation of SEO, and you mentioned SEO is obviously a long-term investment into the company. It could take 6 to 12 months to start noticing results in most cases.
Yeah.
And you have to have patience and budget to invest into SEO. For HVAC companies that are ready to go into the SEO, what do you usually recommend to them? What's the best way to get started for HVAC company to invest into SEO? What type of content? Because SEO carries a lot of different things. It's content, blogs, link building, this, that.
Yeah, you know that.
What's your, I don't want to say share your secret formula, but for an HVAC company watching, they're thinking about SEO. What's the best way to jump into that?
I would say is that SEO is a very risky channel. So just consider that.
Do you offer a guarantee when you do SEO?
No guarantees. Google says that nobody can guarantee SEO.
I say the same thing to my clients. They say, well, I'm going to do SEO. How many jobs can I sell with SEO? It takes time. It's a experiment. It's a game.
Yeah,
right?
It's a game. It's a really
marketing game.
It's a marketing. It's
but
an
you have
game.
to have you have to have a budget and patience, and you have to be a little bit more established to really invest into SEO. Because at the end of the day, it's investment into your business.
It's an investment. It's a risk investment, and this is why I don't recommend SEO actually in the very beginning. So those guys who are not ready to invest in SEO to make this risk, then just don't do it. Just do the lead generation. But if you want to grow your company on the next level, if you want to sell maybe your company for 8 figures and more someday, and definitely your company will need a proper SEO, search engine optimization, because it's a quite a big part of the marketing itself. And how I would approach, it's everything. It's firstly the site structure, because for HVAC the SEO is mostly local SEO, because anyway you serve locations, you serve some areas, and if you're focused only on one area, so do everything to cover that area, keywords, areas, searches, and cover everything. If you're serving several locations, make sure you have this separate pages for each location, for each service, which can be stick to that precise location. So the location pages, the area pages, sometimes even zip code pages may work, and the service pages which connected, and we need to have also this micro data on the page.
The schema data?
Yeah, the schema, which will allow Google to understand, okay, this belongs to this area, this is the signals for Google to rank it correctly. The content on your website has to be very unique and very expert. So I recommend to read about the EAT factors from Google, because this is how they analyze your page and the content on your page.
What's the EA stands for?
It stands for expertise, experience, and trust, and all that so they analyze all these factors. So the content which you publish, it has to be from some expert from your company, and that expertise has to be proven by the social media of that person who is the author of that content.
Right.
This is why this video plays very good role when you have video, when you have this YouTube channel, when you play with video on different other platforms, and you're active in social media, and you're active on your website, and you have all different kind of content.
So all the social signals, as they call it, right?
Social signals.
It's like if you're
signals.
linking a person who wrote the article back to their website, make sure there's credibility and footprint, digital footprint, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
And of course technical optimization, the basic things which have to be on the website. And I saw a lot of websites. I will not say the names, but the companies which making millions in revenue annually, and the websites are not optimized at all, even basic optimizations. So check out your website. I'm sure that you have some issues which not allowing your site right now to be ranked by Google. And even with established companies who invested already in SEO, sometimes you just onboard the team which will do some SEO, but not the SEO which your brand deserves. So be very accurate when you pick up the partner for
Yeah,
SEO.
so there's no argument that SEO is definitely a good investment over time. It's like investing into a new technology or a new tool in the business. But companies that are looking to keep the customer, lifetime value of the customer, what do you recommend to your clients as far that ties into digital marketing, maybe like upsell or retargeting? If a customer in HVAC business wants to keep the customer for a long time, what strategies do you implement?
I would recommend you, like inside even your team, you can organize that. So you have a base of the clients which you served already, and then you're in the low season actually. What everybody is doing, you try to understand maybe what they need. Maybe right now you check out when was the last inspection. You become more active in like communicating with clients which you had before. So not only lead generation, because there is not so much demand on the market, but you can generate demand from the existing clients or from the previous clients.
So basically tap into your existing customers and try to upsell and just touch base with them.
Yeah.
Resell maybe maintenance agreements.
Maintenance also may work. I know that, guys, not everybody likes maintenance because it lower checks, but it keeps you busy. It keeps some revenue like on a stable basis, so you can make some plans. Actually, the more maintenance clients you have, the more new jobs, repeated orders you have.
Right. If their system breaks down, they're going to go to you to build a new system.
Yeah.
I was going to say also, as part of the HVAC marketing, maybe you can touch upon how important it is to constantly communicate with the customers using email marketing.
Yeah, definitely. This is why this is how you can also try to build your brand, because you're not only selling them things or services each time. You can educate, you can have fun, you can have some maybe even events. If you can afford that, if you can organize that, you can even make some networking events for your clients. If you're an area-based company, and you'll be known in your area, you can sponsor even some events which are locally based.
So email is a great way to kind of stay on top of mind.
Emails also, because people read emails still.
Yeah.
So you can email them something interesting or something useful. Sometimes promotions, but just if you want to sell something, of course, and if it's a great offer, just of course distribute it, make it visible, so you show it. And
what I noticed some customers in my base is they really focus on the upselling, reselling during the slow times. If it's like right before the summertime where people are not turning their systems on, they're focusing on getting ready for the summer by offering lucrative promotion, like irresistible offers. So during the off-peak season, think about how you can offer certain things that people might be getting ready to shop around for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And some of the companies, they even slow down the advertising budget during the summer season because they
can't handle it.
That's
a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But Daniel, we're talking about really great strategic things you can apply to your HVAC business, and the hot topic right now is AI, right? So I use AI in my business. We covered that in the previous episode. How are you guys using AI technology to scale your HVAC clients?
AI is everywhere, and you know that, and you guys also know that, and I'm sure that you use AI in your daily communication or daily business processes and marketing as well. So the easiest thing, and what we also trying to implement right now, is the first communication, where we can pick up the text or calls when the office is closed. This is definitely what you should consider for your business, because when everybody is somewhere and you cannot really communicate with the client, AI can do this very, very good. And then the second thing is then when you can set up automations in your CRM. If you use like any CRM which you're using, even the most simple ones like Go High Level, you can automate it this way. Then your technician is going, let's say, out and to visit the customer and for an estimate or consultation. This is like small things for client care, customer care. You can send a picture of the technician who is coming with a short text like, "This is Dan," for example. "This is Dan. This is how I look like. I'll be in an hour visiting you, so we'll see each other soon." So this will.
It's automation.
It
more
can
personal.
It's more personal. It can be automated with the help of AI and CRM, which is built-in AI and so on. Of course, you can use it even if you if you have some language issues with the client, you can use it for translation. That's easy nowadays. But I would still do it step by step, because sometimes what I saw, even when it's on the client side, when they try to automate a lot of things with AI or automation, it may play not a very good role. So do it step by step and just see the business process or any micro business process. And if you understand that this can be automated or made by AI, just do it and see if it really works.
And first, keep it simple, because you don't want the customer to get a super duper spam, a template message that just looks like AI. Really try to personalize for each company and get a little creative with your branding, right? Mm-hmm. If your brand has like a mascot or a slogan, put that into your messaging and train the AI to speak in a tone where it's a little more humanized.
Yeah, and even Google My Business reviews. I know that some companies, they still try to make it themselves, or the managers doing that. You can easily do it with the AI technology, and it will be maximum personal and quick and unique. And if you want to make it even better, of course you can rewrite it then. But anyway, with AI it will be quick and fast, and you will answer all the reviews which you have.
So speaking of reviews, what would you say it's like a time frame? How many reviews should be getting a week to keep growing?
It depends, of course, on the market size, on the company size, who else you have in competition. I can give you another example of a trick which you can use, because sometimes when you open a new location and you don't have much business there and you don't have many clients which can leave a review, and the location is already has some competition, and there may be companies which has hundreds or thousands also reviews, and but think about what small jobs can you accomplish, or consultations or jobs which you can accomplish and ask for a review, and you can make them more. It's not about profit, it's not about revenue, but it can be about the branding and the investment.
You replace a filter, ask for a review. You fix a little thing, ask for a review. The bottom line is, if the customer is happy with your service, or even if you had a good phone conversation, you offered some value, ask for a review, right?
Yeah. When it's a value, you can definitely ask for a review. This is what actually we are doing after we perform a webinar or workshop, or even this video. So if you like this kind of video, you are welcome, and I appreciate if you leave a review, it was valuable for you.
Let me pause here for a second. When I started talking to HVAC owners, I realized that most of the real insights are not on YouTube yet. There are inside conversations like this, and this is why I'm documenting everything I can. If this kind of content is valuable to you, hit that like and subscribe. It tells YouTube to show you more of it. And we will keep going deeper while building our HVAC American dream together.
So do it for yourself. We do it to promote our company. And those HVAC companies who still does, because some of the guys they used to do appliance repair or some this kind of works. If you have these services still, so you can of course push your Google My Business and other platforms, and Yelp also with these small jobs, the low ticket jobs, but you will have a lot of them. Even if you don't want them, if you don't earn profits there, or if you want to do only high ticket, you can start with this only an investment in marketing. This can be a little trick. And of course, if you're doing some business somewhere and you start in a new location, you can also ask your clients to leave a review on another location. It's a tricky thing, of course, and Google understands that the clients who is leaving a review, he didn't visit that location. But in the practice, it works. I wouldn't recommend doing this 100% like that. But anyway,
that was kind of my question. Let's say a company has 3 locations, but in reality they're remote, they're driving around. So which location should they be asking review for, or should you try to segment it and keep the reviews on all the locations, or focus on one location? How would you do it?
Depends on the competition again. Let's say your competitors in the area have each has 100 reviews, and you have 20 or you have 10. So better, I would promote the first location, the main location, to make more reviews than them, and this may work better for marketing for lead generation. But at the same time, if you do reviews for different locations and you can still win that at, let's say, at least 3rd position, then you can do it like that. And of course, if you're doing services in New York City and you ask those clients to leave a review in Miami location, then better don't do this. Only if they're really somewhere close to each other, this may work, because otherwise Google just can delete those reviews, or it's not very good for your account. So
I like that strategy. So really do a competitive analysis and see where you need to boost up the presence.
Metrics. You see, you need to think numbers.
That's a great idea. And you mentioned you do webinars.
Where we do it.
Okay, on this channel?
On this channel, we do it we place it to the Marketing Game channel, which I host. And actually, this is a part of quite a new project which I launched this year. I launched the HVAC Contractors Marketing School. I want to educate the marketers It's not about selling some services, it's about education, because the more I educate myself, the more I want to share. I also want all my team to see all those educational videos.
Sign me up. I always like learning.
Yeah, welcome.
But if you guys are also looking to get information and updates about the industry in itself, I'm very active in HVAC. It's one of the niches that we're focusing this year and going forward. Me and my partner, who's been involved with the HVAC for 20 years, working in their business, her name is Cindy. She was working with actual manufacturing. So we've been to the AHR Expo. We decided to launch $1 Million HVACR. So it's a community and also an agency to help not just B2B, but also the manufacturing and the brands to stand out and connect with the contractors. And we started our own channel. It's called $1 Million HVACR. We'll link it below. If you want to get updates about the brands, about the networks, about the communities, or local events around the nation, check it out, and we would love to have you guys as a subscriber.
Yeah.
So then, we spoke about different levels of companies, startup, medium, big enterprises. What would you recommend as far as the budget? And once you answer that question, what's a potential client acquisition cost a company should forecast in order to budget out and invest into their digital marketing?
Yeah, that's a question which almost all owners usually ask, and marketers also trying to figure out what is the best price per, click and lead and acquisition and contract. Usually I explain it in numbers. So I calculate everything and I understand, okay, let's imagine we have a company with the revenue of 1 million. And then the budget, the overall marketing budget, which we need to spend to generate such a revenue, usually it stands between 10, 12, 15%. It depends on how aggressive you want to be in the market, how aggressive you want to grow. If you are very aggressive and you are like a startup which has some investments and you can burn some additional marketing budget to just grow faster, you can even spend 18 up to 20%. But then it makes less profit, of course, in your P&L. So, okay, you figure out the number. Let's say 10%. You take 100,000 a year in marketing investment. You spread it around the month and between the channels which you use. And this is actually how you find out if there is enough money and sufficient funds for SEO, for example, or for any channel which you want to work with. And then how to calculate what is the best price for a lead from each channel and the acquisition cost. And again, calculated from the ticket which you're selling. If you're selling low ticket, then again 10% would be acquisition cost, and the conversion rate you calculate. Let's say you got 10 leads. 10 leads give you the answer, 8 leads answering, 80%, the 2 leads somewhere disappearing somewhere. So you got, out of 10, you got 8 qualified. Then you have 70%, or let's say 7 leads are good to meet with your estimator. You qualify them, maybe they're not qualified after estimate. Let's say you have, out of these 10, 5 qualified leads for estimate. You offer these estimates, and then the conversion rate may be 30%, maybe 20%, maybe it depends on, again, your technicians and your sales team and your offer and your, of course, pricing, because on some markets the price competition is very hard. Mm-hmm. And this is how we calculate. Let's say from 10 leads you got 1 contract, one contract sold. Yeah, so you need to then define how much, and this 10% of the contract has to cover all these 10 leads expenses. And of course, if you see that it's not so profitable for you, if it's 20%, not 10, then you need to understand maybe the funnel works not very well. Maybe you can play with the conversion on some stages of the funnel. So it's not only about the marketing cost. Again, it's combined, the marketing and sales. Right. And this is how so you need just to target, okay, I need 10% per contract.
So on average, 10% of your annual revenue.
Yeah, if you're there, if you're on these numbers, then you're good. Even if you're a bit higher, then you need to analyze more if you like this, if these figures are okay for you. If you're less than that, I would think about maybe invest just not so much, and this is strategically on the long term, it can lead maybe to like not the very good direction. You may be happy because you earn more, the profits are higher, then 5% maybe higher, because if you spend not 10% but 5% to marketing, then you get 5% more in profits. But again, this maybe not enough then budget for branding, for all that stuff.
Right. So my other question would be, somebody's looking, they're thinking about jumping into digital marketing. Specifically in the HVAC, what would be the first best platform? I know we spoke about this briefly, but would it be Google, Facebook, Yelp? Where do they get the best bang for their buck initially? Like, where's the most qualified lead for HVACs?
In my opinion, I would use maximum the multi-channel. I like multi-channel marketing.
Well, I know we can do multi-channel, but if it was just one platform.
Just one platform? No, I wouldn't. I would do at least 3. I would pick up at least 3. So again, it would be Facebook, it would be Google Maps, and it would be Google Ads also for those locations where you can manage that and where you can sell high tickets and it will be profitable. And
What if a company cannot afford 3 channels? What if they just want to focus on one
channel? If you have very limited budget, this is by the way,
the limited budget.
You're right. If you have very limited budget and you don't want to spread it around different channels, because it doesn't make sense to invest like 1,000 here, another 1,000 there, and so on. So just pick up. I would test, then step by step. I would test the channels which is better for my area. So I would test Yelp, Facebook ads, because Google.
So Yelp is number 1, you're saying?
It doesn't matter
if Google.
Google depends on the website. The website has to have a lot of content. So check out your website. If you think or if your website converts very good, this is actually your expertise. You know that the better your website is structured and the better content is there, the easier is the conversion. If you like the website, if you think that it will convert, of course, you can also lead traffic from Google search ads to your website and see how it converts, and if it delivers really good, like quality leads and sales, and then check the other channels, and you will see where's the best lead for your area. Again, if you want to focus only on one or choose precisely and focus on 1 or 2 channels.
And how long do you think somebody should monitor? A month, 2 months, 3 months for one channel?
For one channel, usually I would take 2 months minimum, because 1 month if you run ads for 1 month and then you just say, okay, forget it doesn't work.
Right.
You can just leave money on the table, because sometimes the best result comes after 2 months, even in paid traffic.
It takes time for the learning phase.
And both, by the way, in Facebook ads and maybe Yelp also ads also maybe doing the same way, and so 2-3 times is better. 3 months is better. And with the Google My Business, I would do it yourself. At least something each day, each week. I mean, it's the Google My Business. It's definitely not the channel which you want to stop or while you're doing something else, while you're testing other channels. So it's definitely by default has to be done. And if we're talking about the lead generation channels, then you can play with one by one.
Awesome. I think that's a good advice for anybody starting out. Just focus. Marketing is a marketing game. You got to experiment, do A/B testing. But if you want if you want to achieve good, successful outcomes, you have to be involved and look at the metrics.
Yeah.
And then really, you can't just set it and forget it. Marketing, it's one of those things. Even if you have a partner, you have to kind of analyze the data. And
don't forget to brand your car, because if you brand it very good, then it will be visible, and this is like free advertising. Not very free, not totally free, but it will really. Also, you'll get leads from there, and you can also track them. When you place your either number or the QR code, you can track it, and you can see what kind of leads you're getting from the truck. And
if you're limited on budget on the wraps, start with a magnet, or it's called partial wrap. You can wrap just your side or just the front. I mean, I haven't seen one contractor that did not have graphics on their vehicle. It's just a no-brainer. I would start with that first.
Yeah.
And that's not really digital marketing, but what Daniel said, make sure you're tracking the phone number so you can see that the calls are coming from the truck.
Just as a last statement, don't take it too seriously. I mean, it's a game. It's a game, and we're playing games in business, playing games in marketing. So we can play this game together, or you can play this game together inside your team. But do your best. Just do something. And I hope that was valuable. And keep in touch with us. Keep in touch with me. Keep in touch with Denis and his team also. And we will share more information about HVAC marketing and generally marketing in different trades and different niches.
Thanks for watching. This was part 2 of the conversation. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check it out. And I'll keep documenting how HVAC companies grow and scale to 8-figure brands. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episodes.